This past Sunday and this past week, we've entered Lent looking at the Gospel of Mark 1, 9 to 15. And in that Gospel, Jesus was baptized by John, and then driven immediately into the wilderness. Driven into the wilderness by God's own Spirit, nonetheless. And as we know, in that wilderness, Jesus experienced temptation and loneliness and abandonment. And what I think is ironic is that in this Gospel of Mark, this time of wilderness that has become so central to Lent is only given 2 sentences. It's described in only 2 sentences. So it seems, even in this section of the Gospel, it alludes to the fact that we, humanity, don't like suffering. We don't like temptation. We don't like to talk about it. We avoid it as much as possible. But I think the wilderness is where faith is found. It's where Jesus is found. It's in the suffering and the temptation that God can come to us with healing and with comfort in the same way that God sent angels to attend to Jesus during that time. Lent is all about waiting in that wilderness, waiting and not rushing out of it. Lent is about looking for God in the pain and in the loneliness, and about waiting on God to show up, believing against all odds, believing against all circumstances that God will indeed show up. So whether your wilderness is this ongoing pandemic, or an illness, or the loss of a loved one, or anxiety that won't seem to go away, whatever your wilderness is in life, believe that it's in that wilderness that you can find God, and that God will definitely find you. May that be our hope as we enter into Lent. Amen.